It was the kind of town where boots scraped louder than voices, where every stare weighed a man's worth, and where the past clung like desert dust to a black coat. Folks said the place remembered everything, every betrayal, every bullet, every broken promise, and it remembered him. They called him Hale, no first name, no history offered freely. Just a mountain man who came down from the high country 3 times a day like clockwork. Morning, noon, and sundown. Same trail, same silence, same shadow cutting across the town like something unfinished. He wasn't there for trade. Not really. He came for her. Clara Whitfield stood behind the counter of the general store, spine straight as a rifle barrel, eyes carrying storms she never let break. Widow, they said, though no one in Dry Creek ever dared ask how or why. Each time Hale stepped through that door, the bell above it rang like a warning shot. "Afternoon," he'd say, voice low, worn by wind and solitude. Clara never smiled easily, but she looked at him differently than the rest, like she saw something beneath the scars and the silence. "You're early," she'd reply, though she always knew he'd come. Their exchanges were brief, careful, but something passed between them, something steady, something growing. Not loud, not reckless, just constant, 3 times a day, like a man trying to make up for something he couldn't undo. But Dry Creek noticed, and Dry Creek talked. Sheriff Boone leaned against a post across the street one evening, eyes narrowed beneath his hat brim. "That mountain ghost circling you like a hawk," he muttered as Clara stepped out to close shop. Clara didn't flinch. "He ain't circling, he's showing up," Boone spat into the dirt. "Men like him don't come down unless they're running from something, or hunting it." Clara's gaze drifted to the mountains where shadows swallowed the last light of day. "Maybe," she said quietly. "Or maybe he's trying to come back." The truth came riding in on a storm. 3 men, hard faces, dust-covered and dangerous in the way only men with unfinished business could be. They weren't asking questions, they were asking for Hale. By noon, the town felt tighter, like a noose being drawn. By sundown, guns hung lower on hips and doors closed quicker. Hale came down the trail like always, but this time, he didn't stop at the store. Clara found him near the edge of town, where the desert met the climb back into the wild. The sky burned orange behind him, painting him in fire and shadow. "You shouldn't be here," she said, breath unsteady. Hale's eyes softened at the sight of her. "I always come." "Not today," she whispered. "They're here for you." A pause stretched between them, heavy, honest. "I know," he said. Clara stepped closer. "Then why keep coming back?" Hale looked past her, to the town, to the life he never thought he'd touch again. "Because 3 times a day," he said slowly, "I get to remember what it feels like to be a man worth something." Her eyes shimmered, but she didn't look away. "You already are," she said. Gunshots cracked the air before the moment could settle. The 3 riders had found them. What followed wasn't chaos. It was precision. Hale moved like a man who'd lived too long in survival, every motion sharp, deliberate. But this time, he wasn't fighting just to stay alive. He was fighting to stay. Dust kicked up, bullets rang against stone, and in the fading light of Dry Creek, the past came to collect its due. When it was over, silence returned like a held breath finally released. Hale stood there, wounded but upright. The kind of standing that meant something had changed. Clara walked to him slowly. "You could have run?" she said. He shook his head. "I've done enough of that." A long pause, the kind that holds a future in it. "You still coming down tomorrow?" she asked. Hale gave the faintest smile, not broken this time, not distant. "Reckon I might stay," he said. And for the first time, Dry Creek didn't feel like a place that only remembered the past. It felt like somewhere a man could start again. Thanks for staying to the end. Where are you watching from?